Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii is finally here. It's a lot of fun. If you love the Yakuza series or Like a Dragon series, you'll love this game. Let's get into it. This game is a spin-off to the main Like a Dragon series. So this doesn't necessarily progress the story for the main games. It's just like a spin-off. Similarly to Like a Dragon, the man who erased his name. So it's just a little spin-off game. Although it's a spin-off, it has so much content in it, so much to do on here. Some reused things from the previous game, Infinite Wealth, but also a lot of brand new experiences as well. I'm getting over a sickness at the moment, so bear with me with my voice. This game starts off with you playing as Goro Majima. You may know him or seen him in the main series. He's one of Kiryu Kazuma's past enemies, kind of friend-ish. So this whole game is you play as him. He's the main character, Goro Majima. Majima washed up ashore on this island, and he has no memory of how this happened, how he got here. He doesn't even remember his own name until he finds out later.
Thanks.
You'll meet a character named Noah. He saves Majima, and he gives him water. He also has a pet tiger named Goro,
What came over
which is
me?
pretty funny because that's like Majima's name.
Guess I was just real grateful for the drink.
A bunch of pirates show up, led by this guy named Keith, and they try to attack Noah. Majima saves Noah, and they go back to Noah's father's bar. Here, you'll meet Jason Rich, one of the main characters in this game, and his daughter, and Noah's sister, Naomi. Great characters. They'll interact with Majima, and Noah's father doesn't like him at first, but as the story progresses, he has a lot of respect for Majima. In this game, you'll team up with Noah's father, Jason Rich, and another character named Masaru. You'll get a ship, and the main plot of the game is that you're looking for the Esperanza treasure. The thing is, Noah has some breathing asthma attacks, and his father didn't want to let him leave the island because of it. But he wants to go see the world and explore. And the thing about the Esperanza treasure is that there's supposed to be some elixir of life that can cure something like his illness. And so you're basically, the whole game is trying to find this treasure. With the main story out of the way, you'll explore many islands to not only look for the Esperanza treasure and progress the story, but also to look for different treasures entirely and dark instruments of the gods. So there's many islands throughout the map that you can go to and battle pirates and collect treasure. You'll visit Honolulu, Hawaii, which was the main area of the game for Infinite Wealth. You do go back here on this game, but you also get to visit tons and tons of different areas, so it doesn't really matter. Although it was like the setting of the past game, the previous one, it don't really bother me. I like it a lot. And one of the big new areas is Madlantis. This is like a dark underground-esque cave, secret hideout for bad pirates, and they do ship battles here, and a lot of dirty thuggish stuff. Throughout the game, you'll be recruiting lots of people to join your pirate crew. You'll have to do certain tasks, like give them money, or complete something for them, give them a certain item, and they'll join your crew. So you can recruit them. But also, you can customize your ship and change the color of it and do all that. There's so much to customizing your ship.
What if I tried? Huh, shut up. I'm thinking. A little more. This is even better. Good.
Time to strut my stuff.
Majima himself also gets a lot of customizable parts too. You could change his clothes, his headpieces. You can even put on a girl outfit if you really wanted to, like a hostess outfit. So that's pretty funny. Lots of different combinations of outfits you can put him in. So I like that. That's pretty cool. Now let's get into the gameplay. So when you're playing as Majima, you have two different fighting styles. You have the Mad Dog and you have the Sea Dog. The Mad Dog fighting style is your basic standard fighting. So you can pull combos off, move quick, you can dodge attacks. You can even do counter attacks as well, if you time them right. Lots of cool combos and techniques you can pull off. The Sea Dog style is when you're Pirate Majima. So you get like a shotgun. You can use the cutlass. So you can throw your twin swords. And they're like boomerangs, so they'll come back to you. Both fighting styles are really good. But the Mad Dog style is a lot faster paced. But I feel like the Sea Dog style lets you keep your distance more if you really wanted to. You also get like a hook shot with the Pirate Majima. So you can like latch on to enemies and zoom into them to hit them. So that's pretty cool. There's lots of abilities on here to unlock. You can upgrade your health, how much damage you do. You can unlock new combos. You can unlock new attacks. There's so many. I think there's like over 100 different things to upgrade, so that's a lot. And they will help you on your adventure. In battle, you'll also have something called a heat action. Once the meter underneath your health bar is filled, you can perform a certain special attack. You can also do these with your teammates if you're like doing a battle with them. And so you can do like combo attacks with your teammates, or you can do solo attacks. These usually like do a lot of damage to enemies, so you'll have to time it at the right moment once the button prompt appears, but you can also like unlock different heat action attacks in the abilities menu, so that's pretty cool. There's also another meter near your health bar. If you get in lots of attacks, eventually it'll fill up and you can unleash a powerful attack. If you're playing in the Mad Dog style, normal Majima, you can summon tons of clones to help you jump your enemies. Lots of fun. So many clones. It gets pretty chaotic. With Sea Dog Majima, the Sea Dog fight stance form, you can summon one of the 4 dark instruments. So you'll find those while out exploring the sea. And you'll have to look for them. But you can summon like a jellyfish with like an ocarina, and it will like electrocute all the enemies to stun them. There's also a guitar that summons a giant monkey to beat the crap out of all the enemies. So it's a lot of fun. There's also like a parrot that can like put all the enemies in a tornado. So lots of cool ways to fight on here. A good majority of the game, you're going to be exploring the sea. So there's lots of different maps. Each portion of the sea is separated into a map. Each map has 4 to 2 lighthouses, and these lighthouses act as fast travel points. So you can like jump from lighthouse to lighthouse to get across the sea quicker. But on each map, there will be islands with a treasure chest icon, and you can go there to get treasure. So There'll be pirates to fight on there, and once you defeat all of them, you'll get a treasure chest. Later in the story, you'll meet these evil guys named the Devil Flags. They'll be spread out throughout the map, and they're a lot trickier to defeat than your standard enemy. But you'll do the ship battles with them, and you'll also just fight them on land as well. And they have different leaders to defeat, but they also have treasure to find. The ship battles in this game are really fun. Your ship will have a machine gun that you can shoot at other ships. You can shoot cannons. You can upgrade your cannons to be flamethrowers or laser beams. So you also get a rocket launcher. So once you let go of the helm of the ship, like the wheel, you can use a rocket launcher with Majima. So that's pretty cool. Some ship battles, especially in the Colosseum, the Pirates Colosseum, you'll have to board the enemy ship once you defeat their ship. And so that's when you fight their enemy crew and just defeat them, and then you win. You'll especially have to do that with like the Devil Flag leaders and stuff. There's lots of sub-stories and mini-games on here. The sub-stories are super fun, super funny, just like in the previous entries in the series. They're very over the top. Some are serious and sad, while others are absolutely hilarious. And then you got fun mini games like Dragon Kart returning. You got pool, golf. You got lots of stuff to try. There's a batting cage center where you can destroy barrels. That's a lot of fun. So much to do on here.
I'm the best! That's how it's done.
I've talked about you can change Majima into lots of different outfits, but also there's lots of rings to collect on here. And that's some of the treasures you'll find as well. The rings, you can equip 5 on each hand. They have different abilities. Some can increase your defense, increase your attack power, health, stuff like that. Some have like negatives to them, but there's so many rings to try. You can even have multiples of the same. So if you want to put like tons on just one hand, you can. I like that. It's a nice mechanic in this game. You also get the scooter, electric scooter from Infinite Wealth. You get to use that on here to travel around Hawaii. So that's pretty cool. And you can also customize it just like in the previous game. There's so much to do on here. You got the main story, you got sub-stories, mini-games. You got tons of different islands to explore. You got the Devil Flags, bad guy group to take down. You can also do bounties. So if you're looking for quick cash, you could just beat up like gang members you see on the street. But if you want like a lot of money, you got to do the bounties. And there's so many of them. You know, I've already done like up over 50 at this point. But they can be challenging, so definitely prepare. But you just beat a bad guy that the cops can't like get a hold of, and you'll get tons of money for him. There's just so much to do in this game. You know, if I sat here and talked about so much, like I'll be here all day. Like, there's literally so much to do in this game. And then you got the whole Alola Links system from Infinite Wealth, where you can get people to be your friends and make friends with animals and stuff as well. You can cook meals on here. So there's lots of different meals to cook. And it's like a fun little mini game where you can like press button inputs at the right time and do other stuff. There's so many different meals to cook. You can even cook meals for pets. Throughout the game, on Hawaii specifically, you'll find animals, and if you complete the criteria, such as like give them a certain treat or save them from like some people trying to beat up on an animal. They'll join you in the Goro Kingdom. So this is like on Rich Island. It's like a pen full of animals. And you can feed them there and do all this sorts of stuff. There's so much to do in this game. There really is. I know when people play these games, they usually use subtitles and listen to the Japanese voices. But the dubs in the recent Like a Dragon games have been pretty good. Really good. And it's no different on here. Majima, he's voiced by Matthew Mercer. He does a great job. He also voiced Vincent Valentine in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and I believe Ganondorf in Tears of the Kingdom. He does a great job as Majima. And the other characters, their voice actors do a great job on here as well. The music on here is amazing, just like every Like a Dragon game. You have epic tunes, and then you have like the funny, silly ones that you hear during sub-stories. And then you have like the pirate theme song that plays when you're on the world map in the ocean. That's pretty cool. The whole soundtrack on here is amazing. There is probably like 1 or 2 songs that are reused from Infinite Wealth, but it doesn't matter. Those songs are good anyways in the previous game, so I don't mind having them on here. I honestly have nothing bad to say about this game. It's so much fun, and there's so much content to do. Between the main story, exploring the islands and treasure, the devil flags, taking them down, completing sub-stories, saving the animals, recruiting people for your pirate ship, unlocking more abilities, new outfits, new ship parts, new customization parts for your ship, unlocking music, more Master System games to play. There's so much to do on here. There's nothing really bad to say. Some people might be like, oh, well, this is like a reused area from the previous game, but like, there's so many new areas to explore, so it doesn't really bother me. And plus, the Hawaii thing was pretty cool, and it makes a lot of sense with the theming of this game. I have run into like very, very minor like visual bugs with like NPCs like walking through a wall or something, but it only happened like twice. And besides that, I really haven't had any issues. This is an amazing game. I don't want to spoil anything. Go play it. It's so much fun. Definitely worth the money. You don't need to have played the previous games to play this one, you know? Majima, don't even remember who he is, and so you get to learn who he is if you never knew him, just by playing the game. It's a lot of fun. Go play it. I'll see you next time.